the vampire bride possessed a terrifying fertility. Each birth brought Dracula thousands of new lives. Centuries of breeding had filled their lair with countless offspring, but these children were soulless, mere stillborns. To truly awaken them, Dracula needed the legendary Stone of Life, a power beyond even God's control. And that energy resided within Frankenstein's monster, the stitched together being revived by lightning from 7 corpses. The fate of the world hung in balance. Van Helsing knew the weight of responsibility on his shoulders. He escorted the monster toward the Vatican, intending to hide him from Dracula. But they hadn't gone far when the vampire bride descended from the sky. Van Helsing fought desperately, nearly perishing at the broken bridge. At the last moment, his horse leapt, saving him from death. Believing the monster had fallen off the cliff, the vampire bride dove recklessly, only to find the carriage empty. It was Van Helsing's ruse. Princess Anna had secretly taken the monster via a hidden route, while the carriage contained silver bullets soaked in holy water. The explosion shredded the vampire bride, sending her into the flames. Van Helsing finally reunited with Anna, only for the werewolf minions to attack. Amid the chaos, the carriage caught fire. At the critical moment, Frankenstein's monster reached out, saving Van Helsing. The werewolves, unafraid of fire, tried to seize the monster. Van Helsing had no choice but to fight. Silver bullets struck their mark. The werewolf reverted to human form, collapsing in a pool of blood. Anna mourned the loss of her kin. Then she noticed Van Helsing's arm bitten, venom spreading. By the next full moon, he would lose all reason, becoming Dracula's thrall. The only salvation, death. Before she could react, the last vampire bride struck, leaving Anna unconscious and abducted. Van Helsing returned to town, planning a rescue. Unexpectedly, the vampire bride appeared, requesting negotiations.
The monster? Or the princess?
He chose a crowded venue, wary of Dracula's interference. He hypnotized Frankenstein's monster, hiding him in a graveyard. On the negotiation day, Dracula arrived with Anna under his control. On the dance floor, he sought to claim her as his new bride. As his fangs bared, Karl lunged, toppling a flamethrower performer. Flames ignited Dracula's cloak. Van Helsing seized the moment, using a zipline to rescue Anna. But not far from safety, Dracula's minions appeared with the captured Frankenstein's monster. It was a trap. The monster was the true target. At Dracula's command, the ballroom guests revealed their fangs. They were his newly turned vampires. Van Helsing, Anna, and Karl fought to escape. Karl detonated explosives, illuminating the entire castle. Despite their efforts, they couldn't prevent the monster's abduction. Van Helsing vowed to rescue him at any cost, not only because the monster had saved him, but because without an antidote before the next full moon, he too would become a monster. By the time they reached the abandoned castle, Dracula had vanished. Anna deduced he had returned to his lair with the monster, intent on awakening the dormant offspring. They had to reach him before the full moon, or face the apocalypse.